but they're trapping out of it.
And it creates a turnover. Bunch of Rams there for the rebound, and it's Hopkins who get it and puts it back in. He now has 6 points in the ballgame. Quill to Smalls to DeVivier, and he is picking up right where he left off in the first quarter. He now has 17 points in this ballgame. Pottstown up by 4.
That's a great game, 17 points.
Yeah.
He's got 3.5 periods to go or more. Or 3 full periods.
That shot finally rattles in. It's Josh Topper fresh into the ball game and right into the scorebook.
Topper got the shooter's roll on that particular field goal.
Again, that trapping defense creates another turnover. And it's Cameron Phillips with the left-hand layup.
What Pottstown's got to do, Dick, they've got to see when the trap is coming and flash middle or look to reverse it quicker. See, right there, they have to look to reverse. The weak side is wide open.
We're tied at 29. That three-pointer goes down. And that's Shamir Edwards with his first field goal.
That's a big bucket for Shamir Edwards coming off the bench.
Kakarika got up in the air, didn't know what to do with it, and that's going to be a turnover. Trojans will inbound with 5:45 left to play in the second period. They're up by 3.
Now, officials love this style of game, too. It's moving along quickly. It's an offensive game. There's not a little physicality to put them in a position where they would have to call a foul.
A little bit of a back door there, but the pass was led too far, and that's a turnover by the Trojans.
Yeah, DeVivier made a great backdoor cut there, but as you said, a little bit of an errant pass.
Pass inside. Knocked off a Springford player, off of Stanik's hand.
Yeah, that time they tried to force feed from out top to the high post, and you have to just be a little bit more patient. That inside pass will be open if you just move the ball and swing it once or twice.
That's 3 turnovers in a row. That's a long three-pointer by DeVivier, but it goes in. That's his 4th three-pointer of the night. He's got 20 points. He's got 20 of their 35.
I was going to say, this could be the play of the year already, and it's only in the second
And there's
period.
Quill. Tries to dunk it, but it won't go down.
See,
and then we've got a foul on Shamir Edwards.
That's like a 4-point miss right there, Dick. A 4-point miss. You have an uncontested layup. Why not just take it? There it is. Just lay the ball up. Don't try to be, see? Try to get the crowd into it. I'm sure the coach will have a word with him about that.
Hopkins down the boulevard. Knocked away by Pottstown. That's Springford basketball.
Yeah, that missed dunk, that would have given them a 9-point lead.
There's Stanik, a three-pointer. But that's going to be out of bounds off the wire.
That wire looks very, very tenuous there, very low it seems like.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing that quite often in this gymnasium in the past. Now it's important here, Dick, that Pottstown gets in a nice offensive set, moves the ball, tries to break down the Springford defense, not necessarily settle for the first long look. Of course, the way that DeVivier is shooting, why not?
Well, he's really making the defenders come out far away from the basket. There he goes in with the left hand. And for the first time tonight, the Trojans will make a trip to the line.
And let's see if he can be as successful on the line as he has been. Right now, again, he's right down the middle of the zone, gets fouled there on the top of the head and the arm, and he's going to shoot 2.
That foul's on Cameron Phillips.
I see Coach Flannery down here scouting this game from Pope John Paul II. And if he haven't, I don't know if they played Pottstown. I think they have it. He's probably saying, "Holy cow!"
37-29. Try to get the pass inside. There's a bounce pass to Quill, but he is fouled on the play. I think it's going to be a non-shooting foul. No, he's on foul number one.
Right, okay. Dick, now, again, Pottstown, Cal Benfield's got to be elated the way his Trojans are playing consistent.
Well, we've got a timeout on the court, so we got to take one, too. With 4:01 left to play in the second period, we'll be right back.
Meet Joe Can Do That. Joe Can Do That can fix anything. He can fix your car. He can fix your vacuum cleaner. He can even fix your electrical problems. But do you really want him to? Call Gehringer Mechanical today for all your electrical needs. Joe Can Do That does.
At the foul line is Bryant Quill. He's been providing a lot of offense for the Trojans tonight. This is his first trip to the charity stripe.
Yeah, there haven't been many trips to the free throw line tonight, Dick.
By either team.
Exactly, correct.
Only a total of 6 fouls called so far in this first quarter, and Quill 0 for 2 from the line.
Now, I think part of that reason is because you haven't seen full court pressure and double teams on the full court level yet. And sometimes that allows some more aggressive basketball, but also can dictate foul situation.
There's an errant pass. That goes out of bounds.
The Springford has not been very sharp in the last 4 or 5 minutes with their passing game. And I'm sure Coach Kurtz is going to address that, if not at a timeout, certainly at the half.
Smalls finds a cutter who gets his own rebound, puts it back in. He is fouled. That is Malik Lear with his first field goal and his first trip to the charity stripe.
Again, off the bench, and he's actually lucky, Dick, that he missed the first layup.
Yeah.
Because now he's got a chance for a 3-point play, as well as an 11-point Pottstown lead.
Jerry Hopkins has picked up his first personal. That's 3 team fouls now on Springford.
So important, that free throw line, so important.
Yeah, Trojans only 1 of 5 from the charity stripe, although they're up by 10. Kakarika penetrates, then dishes to Stanek. That's a nice play. Stanek now has 7.
Penetrating the dish, basic basketball.
Quill gets in the paint, puts up a floater that goes off the glass. That's a tough shot.
It sure is.
That's his first field goal of the second quarter.
Not only a floater, as you mentioned, Dick, but he was floating away from the basket. Had to come back to get the proper angle on the backboard.
Kakarika in trouble in the paint. There's a 3-pointer that goes down, and that's Stanek. He does have that range.
Well, he comes in as their leading scorer, Dick, averaging 18 points a game. With Kakarika second at close to 16 points a game.
2:29 left to play in the first half. Vivier is fouled out in the 3-point arc. Kind of a blatant foul.
All right, now watch Quill here at this time. All right, the ball's going to go into the paint. Nice fake there. But now he's floating away, but he re-squared his body. He was able to kiss that off the glass. He had to reshape the shot, and he did a great job of it. He's going to get 3 free throws here, Dick. They're already 1 for 6. Again, they could have had a 15, 16-point lead if they converted their free throws.
I agree, no question. Well, he's still got one more coming. There's our scoreboard. 14 fouls on each team. Quill, or that's DeVivier. Now 3 of 5 from the stripe. There's another 3-pointer by Springford, does not catch iron.
My feeling, Dick, is Kakarika, I don't know if he's in the game right now or not, but he's not getting enough shots.
Well, I think he's been a little unselfish.
Maybe too much so.
And there's a nice look inside for Shamir Edwards, who now has 5 points in the ball game. We've got a foul on the floor, I think, on number 15. It's a blocking foul on Bryant Quill, his first. Team foul number 5. Boy, that's a nice play off the inbounds pass.
Well, it was right in the dead spot of the zone. You know, you're playing a 2-3 on inbounds. You've got to be aware who's cutting in the middle of that zone.
Epps Ortiz with his second field goal. Quill, long three. Can't make it. Trojans come up with the turnover and the bucket.
Well, the problem there was Springford player tried to dribble through 3 Pottstown players. Once you get possession, pick the ball up and then look to pass.
Kakrika, a floater in the lane. His first field goal of the second half. That's kind of what makes me say he's been a little bit unselfish.
You're probably right, Dick. And as a matter of fact, coaches know that certain players have to get shots. And they've got to address that issue and tell the players, listen, we want Drew Kakrika to shoot the ball.
That ball rims out. Smalls comes up with the rebound. Pushes it ahead to DeViviere. Finds a cutter. That's Quill, and Quill lays it in.
That's a beautiful body control play by Quill. Absolutely. I wish the young people will watch what he did, how he controlled his body to avoid the contact and the charge.
It's an 11-point game with 35 seconds left to play. There's another 3. That's off the front of the rim. Smalls dribbles out of traffic. Penetrates, leaves it for Lear, and Lear's shot is blocked, but he is fouled.
Smalls is doing a good job. I mean, he's only 5'5", so he's not in there to grab double-digit rebounds. He's in there to control the ball, and he's making some great decisions, not trying to force it like dribbling through defenders. He's got his body under control. He's got control of the situation. He's doing a fine job.
Lear's second trip to the foul line. I think Smalls did a very good job, and I was just about to say that before you said so. And it's tough to guard a guy that small. Quite frankly, it is tough, but it also makes it easy for him to control the basketball without, with someone not stealing.
Exactly, and he's making good decisions by not forcing it.
There's another tip in, or almost anyway. Pottstown really working the offensive glass, but eventually Stanek pulls in the board for Springford.
All right, last 15 seconds here. Springford probably will hold for 1.
Kakrika drives, penetrates. Epps Ortiz not ready for it. He throws it in right to DeViviere. He's going to go to the hole and not make it. And that will end the first half, and a very exciting and high-scoring first half that finds the Trojans up 50-38. We'll be right back after this.
Allergies? Carpet One Floor and Home just made carpet installation healthier. Our new Healthier Living installation minimizes dust, mold, and allergens. Better than home centers, it's antimicrobial, hypoallergenic, simply cleaner. Breathe easier. You'll love it. A healthier installation exclusively at Carpet One Floor and Home. Beautiful. Made affordable.
Mechanical, a multi-service company, provides quality plumbing, heating, AC, and electrical services. Energy-saving tip number 2 is to simply tap into the energy already present in your backyard. The geothermal heat pump system is safe and clean, with no flames or flues or dangerous carbon monoxide. Environmentally friendly and energy efficient, with up to 60% in savings and providing virtually free hot water, geothermal heat pumps are durable and provide quality, quiet heating and cooling. Call Gehringer Mechanical today at 610-367-8271 or 610-323-2477 and find out more about the geothermal heat pump system.
Well, I don't think either of us expected such a high-scoring game here tonight at the Strom Gymnasium, but Duvivier picking up 23 points in that first half is almost unheard of.
Well, you know, that's one of the most impressive individual offensive performances that I've seen in a few years. I mean, you know, you would expect a high school player with the caliber of a Kobe Bryant to maybe do that, but Pottstown, Duvivier.
Well, let's see what happens in the second half. It's 50-38 in favor of Pottstown. We'll be right back with the third quarter.
Just down the street, there's a hardware store with great tools, products,
and expert advice.
We've got everything you need because we know the community
and we know our customers.
So next time you have a home improvement project,
Drop by.
your local True Value hardware store. True Value.
Start right.
Start here.
Your True Value expert is A.D. Moyer in Gilbertsville and Pottstown. On the web at admoyer.com.
Even in rough winter weather, your car goes the extra mile to get you home. So bring on winter's cold, frost, freeze, and snow. Because when the weather wreaks havoc on your car, Maaco is here to make it right again. With our 0% financing and nationwide warranty, we make it easy, affordable, and reliable to repair winter's damage. Fight back against old man winter. Bring your car to Maaco and let us turn the car you drive back into the car you love. Maaco, America's body shop.
We're back for the second half here at the Strom Gymnasium. The 2-2 Trojans with a 12-point advantage as we start the third quarter.
Yeah, in retrospect against the 11-1, 6-0 Rams. You never know in high school basketball and high school sports.
Well, we've got 16 more minutes of basketball to play. A lot can happen. And there's a foul to start the quarter.
Yeah, the pace of this game, Dick, a 12-point lead is really meaningless. If you're Springford, you want to try to cut into it. If you're Pottstown, you want to build upon your lead.
Cass commits his first personal foul. And Springford looks like they're playing a man-to-man defense now.
Yeah, it looks like it's a straight-up man.
There's a three-pointer. And the Trojans picking up right where they left off as Denzel Harvey has his second field goal, but that's a three-pointer.
And, you know, he's got the potential to really go off himself, Dick. Harvey. He's a real talent.
Hopkins gets open, and he drains a jumper. Hopkins now has 8 on the night. That's a tough shot by Burton. He can't convert it.
He had to shoot over the bigger Rams inside. But he made a nice move.
Stanek goes baseline, and he can't finish, but he tips his own miss in. Nick Stanek now has a dozen points.
Well, not only he's got height, but he's got a nice body, and he uses it very well to shield off defenders.
Quill hands off to Duvivier. Quill floats one up, not in, as Stanek gets a defensive rebound.
Now, a lot of those shots like that for Pottstown were falling in the first half. Let's see if they'll cool off a little bit.
Long three-pointer by Kakrika. You're going to have to cover him a little bit more closely. He now has 15 in the contest, and Coach Benfield wisely takes a timeout as his team has been outscored 7-3 here in the opening moments of the second half. We'll be right back.
Score with big savings at Saratoga Thriftway. Our large selection of food, drinks, and household items at great prices keep you coming back. Stop by the deli and order big party platters so you can be fully prepared for the big game. As always, our friendly staff and fast checkout will make your shopping experience quick and enjoyable. Saratoga Thriftway is celebrating our 14th anniversary of serving the Tri-County area. So stop by and check us out so we can check you out.
53-45. Pottstown on top as we come back to live action here at the Strom Gymnasium. 6:08 left to play in the third.
Right now, Kakarika making that last three, Dick, is you and I discussed it throughout this telco. He can flat out shoot it. He's got to get more opportunities to shoot the ball.
He now has 15. Looks like Springford making an effort to get in those passing lanes and play a little bit more aggressively on the defensive end.
Well, they changed their defense up a little bit, Dick, and they know what Pottstown's trying to do. So they're, as you mentioned, they're going to anticipate and try to create some turnovers.
There's Harvey going down the lane, and the tip is no good. Springford has the basketball.
Now what Pottstown has to do is maintain their composure here. Springford's on a run. You knew they were going to make a run. They're 11-1.
Sure. Certainly not going to run away and hide. You don't get to be 6-0 in the league by giving up when you're down.
That's for certain.
DeVivier is guarding Kakrika. Stanek gets open for a three, and it goes down.
Pottstown that time, they got caught up in a switch, and they were slow to get out on Stanek on the wing.
Stanek and Kakarika combined have 30 of their team's 48 points.
Well, that's
Smalls
consistent.
penetrates. There's a turnover committed by the Trojans.
3 bad possessions in a row for Pottstown, Dick. I should say negative possessions.
Lead is 5. There's a kicked ball by Quill. And we've got a substitution as Small exits the ball game.
I believe at the 5:57 mark, it was a 13-point game. It's now down to 5.
Well, that's off Springford. Good defense by Burton, blocking from behind, and it went off the Springford player's leg.
All right, now watch the inbound play here. Now look at Burton. All right, without making any contact, just came over the top, and actually the ball brushed off the chest of the Springford offensive player.
Well, Pottstown has only 1 field goal in this half.
Yeah, they need one desperately.
They've struggled defensively. This is Harvey with the basketball. Quill. He's guarded by Hopkins. Harvey pulls up. His shot is off the mark. Kakrika comes out of the pack with it.